The Whispering Village. Hidden deep within the misty mountains of Arendelle lay a forgotten village called Duskmoor. No map marked its place, and no traveler dared to wander near after sundown. The few who had passed by spoke of eerie whispers carried by the wind, of lanterns that glowed in empty streets, and of shadows that moved without form. Centuries ago, Duskmoor had been a thriving farming village. Families lived simple lives, bound by tradition and the soil they tilled. But everything changed one harvest night when a traveling merchant arrived. He carried with him a strange wooden box, carved with runes no one understood. He promised the villagers wealth and prosperity if they helped him perform a harvest ritual. Tempted by the offer, they agreed. That night, under a blood-red moon, the ritual began in the village square. The merchant chanted in an ancient tongue, while the villagers danced and laughed, unaware that darkness was gathering around them. When the ritual ended, the merchant vanished, and so did the children of Duskmoor. Every home woke to silence, every cradle empty. Mad with grief, the villagers searched the forest, the fields, even the river, but the children were never found. Days turned into months, and soon the entire village began to rot from the inside. Crops failed, livestock died, and the villagers, consumed by despair, turned on one another. Within a year, Duskmoor was abandoned. Yet, the village did not die. Certain nights, when the moon was red again, travelers claimed to see faint lights flickering in the valley torches, moving as though held by unseen hands. Some said they heard children laughing, their voices echoing faintly through the fog. Others swore they saw figures standing among the ruins, watching, waiting. Decades later, a historian named Elara came searching for truth. She had grown up hearing tales of Duskmoor and wanted to uncover the mystery of the vanished children. She arrived at the old path just before dusk, her lantern trembling in her hand. The air felt heavy, and though she was alone, she felt eyes upon her. As she entered the village, she found everything preserved: houses, untouched by time, fields still planted with blackened corn. In the center stood the ancient well, and beside it, a wooden box, carved with those same runes. She knelt, brushing off the dust, and the air grew colder. The whispers began soft at first, then rising into desperate pleas. "Find us," they cried. Elara, terrified yet drawn by curiosity, opened the box. Inside were tiny wooden dolls, each with the face of a child. Her lantern flickered, and suddenly the doll's eyes began to glow faintly blue. Around her, shadows gathered. The laughter of children echoed once more, but it was hollow, sorrowful. She tried to run, but the mist thickened, wrapping around her like a living thing. The last thing she saw before darkness consumed her was the box closing itself. When morning came, Duskmoor stood silent again. Only the wind whispered through the empty streets. And on the old well sat the wooden box, its carvings freshly painted in red. No one has found Elara since. But sometimes, when the moon turns crimson, a new voice joins the whispers in Duskmoor.